That touch on the ball that you're referencing, Michael, doesn't negate the possible award of a penalty. We've seen other examples of where the ball might touch a player, touch a defender, there's still heavy contact on the follow-through, and it's a penalty.
Yeah, I agree. And when you look at the first example, you said it was a factual one, so the referee doesn't really need to go and have a look at it. But when you hear the VAR describe the second incident in terms of it's hit the thigh, his arm's not outside of his body, if you like. So why was the referee sent on that occasion?
Yeah, it's a good question, because there is still some judgment to be made by the official in this case, because we think it probably brushes the arm.
Another thing I want to ask you as well, because we hear this sometimes when we're commentating ourselves and that. I think if you're a supporter, you think, oh, the referee's going to have a look at a decision. But as you can hear there with the audio, he's actually getting fed the information about why he should change his decision before he's actually got to the screen. So is that influencing him before he's actually looked at it again?
We want the referee to make the final decision at the screen. They're provided with the video evidence that the VAR has looked at and formed the opinion that something's clearly wrong. But the final call is the referee's.
Yeah, I saw you gesturing to the fourth official that you thought that was a handball. That's one you're referring to.
I saw it live, I saw it here, and I saw it now again. And yeah, it is very unnecessary, but he brings the ball in with the hand, so it's a clear penalty.
Has the referee spoken to you? Did the fourth official give any reason? Obviously, people are going to look at this as a missed opportunity for Arsenal to go 9 points clear, but can you actually look back at this potentially as a really good point taken at a tough place to come?
Well, we have to do it, do that, try to learn and improve, and the league shows how difficult it is. Nobody's winning, because it's so tough, and especially when we have the situation that we had today, we have to put them away, and there are other areas as well that you have to give credit to the opponent.
Up next, it's Inter Milan. You're top of the Champions League table, so how do you approach that game with a big game against Manchester United in the league to come next weekend as well?
Yeah, we'll recover from this one, and after tomorrow we will start preparing that.
Thanks, Mikel.
Controversy on the pitch. The VAR debacle in Arsenal's clash with Nottingham Forest. In the fast-paced world of football, moments can define entire seasons. One such moment has arisen during the goalless draw between Arsenal and Nottingham Forest, igniting widespread outrage and rekindling discussions surrounding VAR, video assistant referee, and officiating standards in the Premier League. A crucial decision, or rather the lack thereof, has left fans, pundits, and players grappling with the implications of officiating errors, declaring this incident one of the most controversial in recent memory. The incident: a clear penalty ignored. The match between Arsenal and Nottingham Forest held significant stakes for both teams. Arsenal was vying for crucial points in their bid for the Premier League title, while Nottingham Forest sought to distance themselves from relegation threats. However, the game was marred by a glaring officiating error when a clear penalty was denied to Arsenal after a handball by Nottingham's Ola Aina. As the incident unfolded in the 60th minute, Arsenal players and fans rose in protest, convinced they had been wronged. Referee Michael Oliver, upon reviewing the play with the assistance of VAR, opted against awarding the penalty. Moments later, the action continued, but the decisive moment had already cast a long shadow over the match. FIFA's response and controversial decisions. In the aftermath of the match, reports began to circulate suggesting that FIFA had imposed a 10-match ban on both referee Michael Oliver and the VAR team. This claim, if true, signals the severity with which football's governing body is treating officiating blunders that can drastically affect match outcomes. FIFA's reported characterization of the decision as a blunder compounds the controversy and deepens the outrage. The referee speaks out. Referee Michael Oliver eventually addressed the matter in a statement aimed primarily at Arsenal fans. He expressed remorse for the oversight and requested understanding. "It was a clear penalty, and I'm really sorry for the mistake. We are all human and make errors. Please find a place in your heart to forgive me." This plea, however, did little to quell the uproar emanating from the Emirates. Fan and player reactions. Outrage erupts. The reaction from Arsenal fans was immediate and passionate. Social media platforms became inundated with posts criticizing the officiating, dubbing it as yet another example of the shortcomings of VAR and the officiating system. Pundits also weighed in, with former England striker Michael Owen taking a stand. He criticized the denial of the penalty and stressed the importance of transparency. Right calls must be called out, no matter the club. We're here to celebrate the game, and fairness should be paramount. Even Arsenal's players publicly expressed their discontent. They felt aggrieved not just by the decision itself, but what they perceived as a systemic failure to protect the integrity of high-stakes matches. The VAR debate reignited. This incident has stirred up long-standing debates regarding VAR's implementation and its impact on football. Critics argue that VAR was introduced to enhance the game by reducing human error, yet instances like this cast doubts on its effectiveness. Many argue that the technology should serve to complement the referee's judgment rather than replace it, yet the reliance on VAR has led to confusion, inconsistencies, and a cloud of mistrust. Cases and comparisons. To further understand the implications of this incident, we can compare it to previous VAR controversies, including the infamous decision in the 2019 Champions League quarterfinals involving Manchester City and Tottenham Hotspur, where a late goal was ruled out due to a marginal offside call. In each case, the essence of the game, intensity, emotion, and human fallibility, seems to be overshadowed by the cold, sterile nature of video replays. The broader refereeing crisis. The Nottingham Forest versus Arsenal match is just a singular episode in a wider crisis surrounding officiating in football. Across the Premier League, questions around consistency, accountability, and decision-making authority have become persistent themes. The need for reform. Many pundits call for a re-evaluation of how refereeing is approached in professional football. Some propose more direct oversight from bodies like FIFA, while others advocate for integrating technology differently, perhaps with greater referee autonomy in reviewing decisions or even a second look from the VAR team. A call for change. As the dust settles following this contentious match, one thing remains clear. The Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest incident lays bare the urgency for reform in officiating standards and VAR implementation in football. The excitement and unpredictability that make football beloved across the globe should not be diminished by repeated errors or inconsistency. Maintaining the integrity of the game, underpinned by fairness, will require a collaborative effort from governing bodies, clubs, players, and fans alike. Only through genuine accountability and a commitment to improvement can the game continue to thrive and captivate its audience without the shadow of doubt cast by officiating errors. This ongoing saga serves as a critical reminder that football is a complex tapestry woven with human emotions, where each decision can ripple across future opportunities and legacies. Fans will continue to rally for their teams, and the call for justice in the face of officiating mistakes will remain an unwavering pillar against which the beautiful game must be upheld.
FIFA imposes a 10-match ban on referee and VAR team after controversial decision. Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest. The goalless draw between Nottingham Forest and Arsenal has become a flashpoint for discussions around officiating in the Premier League. After a clear penalty for Arsenal was denied, FIFA has reportedly taken significant action, imposing a 10-match ban on referee Michael Oliver and the VAR team involved in this contentious decision. This incident has reignited debates over the consistency and accountability of VAR, leaving fans and pundits demanding reforms in football officiating. This news explores the incident, the reactions from all stakeholders, and the growing concerns surrounding VAR's role in enhancing or diminishing the game's integrity. In the high-stakes environment of the Premier League, where every point counts, officiating decisions can make or break not just a match, but the entire season for a club. This was painfully illustrated in a recent game between Arsenal and Nottingham Forest, which ended in a goalless draw but left a significant mark on the football community. The failure to award a penalty for a clear handball by Ola Aina shocked players, fans, and pundits alike, leading to widespread outrage. Now, following extensive analysis of the incident, reports have emerged that FIFA has allegedly slapped a 10-match ban on referee Michael Oliver and the VAR team involved in this contentious decision. This moment is critical for discussing VAR's effectiveness and the ramifications of poor officiating in one of the world's most viewed leagues. The incident denial of a clear penalty. The match, played under the watchful eyes of thousands of spectators, revealed Arsenal's aspirations, but ultimately led to disillusionment. Within the game, a moment of controversy arose when a cross hit the arm of Nottingham Forest's Ola Aina, seemingly a clear case for a penalty, especially given the recent emphasis on handball rules in football. However, what transpired next left everyone stunned. Referee Michael Oliver, after reviewing the situation, decided against awarding the penalty. He opted not to consult VAR, a move that would soon become the focal point of criticism. Arsenal, which had dominated the match, was left to lament what could have been, a crucial 3 points that could alter the trajectory of their season. The aftermath, FIFA's response and referees' admission. In a surprising turn of events, FIFA has reportedly issued a 10-match ban to both Michael Oliver and the VAR team involved in this contentious decision.